everybody, and welcome back to the world of Movie Melee. I am your host, Kaleb Koho, back again for another issue of our singles league. It's going to be a good one here today. We got two very seasoned competitors going head-to-head. One who I adore to death for taking this so not seriously, and the other someone who I respect immensely as a manager and a competitor. I love them both. I think it's going to be a good one. Joining me today on the desk is the Matriarch, Adelaide Spence. How you doing, Spence?
I'm doing good. I'm excited because these are two players who, in theory, have no reason to ever play each other. But we have the Clash of Titans today, an MCU lover and an MCU hater, which is my favorite thing on Twitter. Tim and Scott, two people I love to just hang out with, talk with.
Absolutely. The walking paradox that is Tim Brzakala, who loves Scorsese and the MCU, and those two don't intersect IRL, apparently. These two is going to be a good one. I'm excited to see how they do. So we'll go ahead. We'll bring in Father Tim first. Now, no longer brother. He's been promoted to father. And his manager, Mr. DVD Mike Hanley. You guys are back in the singles division, taking on Scott. How you guys feeling?
Look at that fucking face. It's Tim. He's a master of fucking destinies.
Yes.
The bringer of worlds. He's fucking Tim.
I thought I was promoted from brother Timothy a long fucking time ago.
You were. I just remembered it.
I usually say something about fandom or quippy. I don't know. Scott, this will be fun. I feel like Scott has gotten the short end of the straw in Melee. Like Scott is he has so much movie knowledge. And I feel like he doesn't have the record to necessarily reflect that. Like, why am I playing him? Like, he's very, very good. So I will be happy if I win. I will be very happy if Scott wins because he's a delight.
Buy our shit.
Absolutely. So,
yeah. Oh, also, this is my bedroom. Welcome.
I'm very happy. I have now seen the inside of your bedroom. So we'll bring in Scott. Who's making faces? You are back. You have had a pretty up and down so far season. Like good performances, just very close outcomes. You're back in the ring. You're playing Tim. How you feeling?
Up and down season, up and down career. Some would say. I believe I made the joke last time that I don't know what's going to happen in any given match, but whatever happens, the next match, the opposite will happen. So I lost the last time. So I don't know. I think based on history, maybe that means I'm going to win this time. I hope so, but we'll see. I'm happy to play Tim. I'm completing the Knights of Ren double now. I've played both of you in Melee. I'm not sure how many people can say that, but anyway, yeah, Tim is a great guy and recent, obviously, dad, as everyone knows, and I'm sure some people would think, well, maybe he spent less time on movies and devoting less mental energy to movies. But I followed him on Letterboxd, and so I know he was logging movies from the hospital as his child was being born. So it's anybody's game tonight. Thank you for committing to the bit.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to say goodbye to Mike, and we'll go ahead and get into round number one. It works like this. You're each going to get 8 questions from 8 different areas within the realm of general movie trivia. Should you get all 8 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get in round number 1?
No.
All right, then your first question comes in the category of mystery/thriller. In Who Framed Roger Rabbit, what kind of animals are Judge Doom's henchmen?
If you could frame any fictional character, who would it be and why?
It's a very great question. The answer of which would be 5, 4.
Bob the Tomato, 100%.
It's actually Larry the Cucumber. Pens down. We're going to go to Scott first.
I don't know. I said dogs.
We'll go to Tim.
I also said dogs.
Both incorrect. You're looking for weasels. So we've got no perfect rounds as we'll go to Spence for the second question.
In the category of directors, who directed Letters from Iwo Jima?
That's actually such a good question that I was so thrown off that I was like, I had no idea as to what answer I could give that would be good in that moment. So I don't know.
Imagine if Bob the Tomato committed a murder. The seeds everywhere, strewn across the walls.
Well, they're vegetables. There's no seed. There's no what? 5,
Well, but tomatoes is a fruit,
2,
and it has seeds.
1. So he's a liar. Pens
He
down.
is a
We're gonna
liar.
go to
The
Tim.
cucumber.
Cucumbers have seeds too.
He's a fruit.
We'll go to Tim.
Clint Eastwood.
We'll go to Scott.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood is correct. So we are tied 1-1 as we get your next question. The category is scores and soundtracks.
Fuck.
Who composed the score for the following films? Air Force One, Basic Instinct, and Hoosiers.
So did you not know until today that Bob and Larry are both actually fruits?
See, I knew that I knew that tomatoes were fruits. I just didn't know that. I didn't know that cucumbers were actually until this exact moment.
Hip Hop Harry told me the difference between fruits and vegetables, and I've never forgotten.
I mean, to be fair, like there are grapes in VeggieTales. I think it's just like food.
It's a fruit. It's a
5,
lie.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Scott.
I said Jerry Goldsmith.
We'll go to Tim.
I also said Jerry Goldsmith. What the fuck?
Jerry Goldsmith is correct, so we are
Yeah.
tied.
Oh!
They're just sharing a brain so far.
They're just hive-minded over here. So go to the next question with Spence.
Category of sports. What position does Dottie play in A League of Their Own? Have you seen the TV show?
I have not.
I've heard really good things.
Maybe there is great things about it. I've also.
I think it's just
never
because I
seen
know a lot of
it.
lesbians who like Darcy Carden.
Interesting. Maybe. I don't know.
She's
I've never seen
star
the
of
show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Tim.
I just saw this for the first time last year. It was very good. Is she the catcher? She's the catcher in the pitcher. The catcher.
We'll go to Scott.
I said pitcher.
Catcher is correct.
Okay.
So Tim will take the 1-point lead, 3-2. Let's get your next question in the category of war. Catch-22 centers on what branch of the military?
This couldn't come
Different
before the
kind of
sports
pick.
question because it's catch. You want to you don't want to lead the pick.
Wow. Lead the pick.
I'm so
Go ahead.
funny. I
Sports
know it.
Everywhere. You're on it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Tim first.
I said Air Force.
We'll go to Scott.
That might be it. I said Army.
Air Force is correct. So Tim will take the 2-point lead, 4-2. Let's get to your next question from Spence.
In biopics, who plays Donald Rumsfeld in Vice? Ass.
This movie sucks.
What?
Based. Great, Tim.
You
I don't
know,
like
I
Adam.
agree.
We can all agree on this call that Vice sucks.
No, we can't. 3, 2, 1. I don't think it's that bad. Pens down. We'll go to Scott.
It is, in fact, that bad. Steve Carell.
And we'll go to Tim.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell is correct as we get to your penultimate question in the category of Oscars. What Oscar has been won by the films Tootsie, The Aviator, and Michael Clayton? Bar in the chat for the Peanut Gallery saying he likes Adam McKay purely because he's a Philly boy. I'm sure there's a serial killer from Philadelphia that Bar would also defend probably because they are a Philly boy.
Is there a sandwich better than a Philly cheesesteak?
Bar says no.
I agree. It's best sandwich.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Tim.
I said adapted screenplay.
We'll go to Scott.
Best supporting actress.
Best supporting actress is correct. So Scott closes the gap 5-4. Let's get to your final question of the round from Spence.
In classics,
Fuck.
what is Fran's job in The Apartments?
Go back and forth.
I have funny jokes.
My dog
Sorry,
is,
I
my
run out of
dog
not
is
funny
moved
jokes.
from the bed to the floor. He's sitting there. My AC's fixed, by the way. I can breathe. It feels great. I'm excited.
Is that the Ed Sheeran tattoo? that new?
Yeah, have you seen it in person yet?
No,
Are you-
you did. It got it like a month ago.
4, 3, 2, 1. True. Pens down. We'll go to Scott.
Elevator operator.
We'll go to Tim.
Elevator operator.
That is correct. So at the end of round number 1, Tim has the lead 6 to Scott's 5. But I think it happens we get to round number 2, which is the wheel round, and it works like this. You're each going to get a chance to spin from the level wheel from wheelside.com. If you let the category land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt for multiple choice, but D values down to being only worth 1. If you do not like the category land on the first time, you can spin again, but you are stuck with whatever you land on that second time. All 3 repeats are in effect, and both challenges as well. We'll bring in Mike as Tim. You are in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer? Your categories on the wheel tonight are non-fandom, Kristen Stewart, 2020s MCU, musicals, 1970s, directors, animated movies, war, and romantic comedies.
Mike, I think we defer.
Yeah.
In the meantime, could you do me a favor and find out what the second category Scott put on the wheel is? Thank you. I think we defer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
Then we will put Mr. Hanley in the back, and this will be the first spin for Scott, the Esquire Harvey. It lands on the 1970s. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I'll spin again.
All right, you're stuck with everything land on this time. And it lands on romantic comedies.
All right.
Right. Spencer, why don't you go ahead and give Scott his question in the category of romantic comedies.
Yes, Scott, are you ready?
Sure.
Who stars as Elliot Garfield in The Goodbye Girl?
Richard Dreyfuss.
Correct for 2 points. What classic romantic comedy features characters working for Spy magazine?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, His Girl Friday, B, It Happened One Night, C, You Can't Take It With You, or D, The Philadelphia Story?
D.
Correct for 1 point.
Dang it, I knew that.
What job does Julia Roberts' character have in My Best Friend's Wedding?
Multiple choice.
A, food critic, B, librarian, C, caterer, or D, wedding coordinator?
A.
Correct for 1 point. Who directed Overboard? Five, four,
Multiple choice.
3. All right. Options are A, Penny Marshall, B, Amy Heckerling, C, Gary Marshall, or D, Goldie Hawn?
Penny Marshall.
That is incorrect. Tim for the 1 point steal. Options are A, Penny Marshall, B, Amy Heckerling, C, Gary Marshall, or D, Goldie Hawn.
B as in boy.
That is also incorrect. Looking for C, Gary Marshall.
I thought he was. Isn't he dead?
Now you.
I thought he died.
In the 80s, he was.
Wait. Well,
Oh,
Right.
that's a good point. All right. I'm going to challenge the question because the question did not specify.
God
which
damn it, Tim.
overboard
I was going
we're
to challenge
talking
you. Got it
about.
right. You fucked up.
Thank you to my manager, Tim
Okay.
Brzakala.
All right, we'll be right back from the challenge. All right, so back with the challenge, we have ruled that the question is not specific enough. There are multiple directors and multiple films with the name Overboard that needed some specificity. So we are throwing out the question and getting a new one. Moving on to the next question.
Yep. He's Just Not That Into You takes place in what East Coast city?
Multiple choice.
A, New York City, B, Boston, C, Baltimore, or D, Washington, D.C.?
I'll say Boston.
It's incorrect. Tim for the 1 point steal. Options are A, New York City, B, Boston, C, Baltimore, or D, Washington, D.C.?
New York City.
That is also incorrect. Looking for C, Baltimore.
Fuck.
Why?
Scott, your final question. What job does Ossie Davis's character have in Joe versus the Volcano?
Multiple choice.
A, chauffeur, B, butler, C, travel agent, or D, ship captain?
A.
Correct for 1 point. 10-6, right, Koho?
That is what I have. Scott leads lead 10-6 as we will bring back Mr. Hanley and the wheel for Tim Spin.
I have to pee so bad. Okay.
That lands on.
Free spin, romantic comedies.
It really wants everyone to answer some rom-com questions today.
I have no idea where this wheel is.
Yeah.
War.
Lands on
War.
Honestly, I don't hate the wheel. Like, it sucks, like, in the like broad sense of the term, but I'm only down 4.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should just spin for one.
Yeah, you can risk it.
And then if we get something else, then like the only one I really don't want. Well, I won't say, but we'll spin again.
That's
I'm pretty sure I know. But
But, I mean, you know me, Scott. I don't want
Expected every land
spin
on
again?
this spin.
Yes.
Do you land on?
Land.
Yeah.
Opponent's
Son of
choice.
a bitch.
Scott, do you need the categories again?
all right. Well, no, that's okay. I'll give him Kristen Stewart.
Kristen
Oh.
Stewart. It.
That is not the one I was thinking of, but that's fair.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right. Cool.
All right.
I mean, I
Tim, are you ready for questions? Are you ready for questions in non-Phantom Kristen Stewart?
No, but yes, let's do it.
All right. Your first question. Why does Ravenna want to kill Snow White in Snow White and the Huntsman?
Multiple choice.
The multiple choice options are A, she is the rightful heir to the throne. B, she is the only witness to her murder of the king. C, she is plotting a revolution. Or D, she is the key to her immortality.
I was gonna say A, so A.
That is incorrect. Scott, the chance for 1 point steal. Your options are A, she is the rightful heir to the throne. B, she's the only witness to her murder of the king. C, she is plotting a revolution. Or D, she is the key to her immortality.
D.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
Whoa.
Your second question. Mike Howell draws comics of what kind of animal in American Ultra?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, snake, B, ape, C, dog, D, horse.
For the meme, I'm gonna say ape.
That is correct for 1 point.
Because Spence literally said they love monkeys earlier. So.
Fuck.
Your third question. What is the profession of Stewart's character in Cafe Society?
Oh. Fuck Woody Allen, am I right? I'm pretty sure I know, but I'm gonna go multiple. This is actually a good movie. I'm gonna go multiple choice though.
Your multiple choice options are A, actress, B, singer, C, secretary, or D, writer.
Actress.
That is incorrect. Scott, the chance for 1 point still. Your options are A, actress, B, singer, C, secretary, or D, writer.
Secretary.
That is correct for 1 point steal.
Well, that is not progressive.
Your fourth question in Kristen Stewart. Who plays the survivor Paul in Underwater?
The survivor Paul in Underwater. Scott, you know this? I really want to shoot for it. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Vincent Cassell, B, T.J. Miller, C, John Gallagher Jr., or D, Gunnar Wright.
I was gonna say T.J. Miller, so I'll say T.J. Miller.
That's correct for 1 point.
God damn it!
And your final question in non-Phantom Kristen Stewart. What is happening to David when he finds out he can teleport in Jumper?
Oh fuck, I haven't seen this since theaters. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, car accident, B, drowning, C, plane crash, or D, mugging.
Can you repeat those options?
Sure. Your options are A, car accident, B, drowning, C, plane crash, or D, mugging.
Drowning.
That is correct for 1 point. So at the end of round number 2, Scott gets his score up to 12, Tim with 9. But Anthony can have us get round number 3, which is the new and improved Pick Your Poison round. It works like this. We are going to allow the players to draft their categories from the 8 categories we presented back and forth until all 8 categories are selected, and each player has 4 apiece. Once there, the player behind will get to choose what category they'd like to take at what point value, at whatever order they would like, until there is a lead change, and we go back and forth till there's a mathematical elimination. Your categories that you can draft from tonight are classics, music, Oscars, musicals, crime, mystery thrillers, 2000s, and horror. We'll bring in Mike for Tim, and Scott, you are in the lead, so you get the first pick.
All right, I'm going to draft crime.
All right, Tim, it goes over to you.
So probably for my 4 then, Mike, we're kind of thinking, right?
Yeah, I would think go for your 4.
I don't know though. I'll take horror.
There we go.
All right, back to you, Scott.
I'll take mystery thriller next.
All right, back to you, Tim.
I'll take 2000s.
All right, back to Scott.
Oscars.
All right, back to Tim.
All right, so he's gonna leave me with classics.
Yeah.
So I think I should probably take musicals over.
Music.
Well, music over musicals.
I would think music over musical.
Yeah, let's go music over musicals.
Okay, and Scott, your last pick.
Musicals.
All right, so that leaves classics with Tim. All right, so Tim, you are behind, so you will answer questions first. What category would you like at what point value first?
Classics for 1.
All right, I'm going to put Mike in the back,
That is
and
great.
Spence will go ahead and give you your question.
Yes. All right, Tim, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Who directed Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Five, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
2. All right, first repeat. Who directed Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Five, 4,
Sidney Pollack.
3. Incorrect one for Stanley Kramer.
That's it.
All right, so we'll stay with you. What category would you like at your next point value?
Mike, I'm thinking probably music.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet.
All right, let's do music.
For what point value
At
would
what
you
point
like?
value?
Oh, I get to pick the point value too?
Any order you want.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, fuck me. Should we go for a big one and just see what happens, or should we?
Yeah, let's go for a big one.
You want to?
Yeah, might as well. Fuck.
How about let's save the big boy. Let's see if we can tie him up.
Oh, okay.
You want let's do the 3, and I'm thinking 2000s.
Yeah, 2000s definitely.
Okay.
All right, going for the big boy.
Almost.
Koho, take it
Not
out.
the big boy. Almost the big boy.
Yeah, Mike's got to go. There we go.
All right, Tim, your 3-pointer in 2000s. What was the profession of Jimmy, the dwarf Ray and Ken meet in Bruges?
Oh, god damn it. He's an actor.
That is correct, and to tie the game.
Nice job.
All right, so we'll bounce back over to Scott since he has more questions available. What category would you like, and at what point value would you like to take it?
I'd like to take mystery thriller for 3 points.
Mystery thriller for 3 points it is. All right, your question. In Glass Onion, what action actor created the hot sauce that Miles has at his house?
Wow.
Wait a second.
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
Scott's first repeat your question again. In Glass Onion, what action actor created the hot sauce that Miles has at his house? Four, 3.
It's not him because he did the kombucha, but Jared
Yeah.
Leto.
That's unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. So we'll stay with you. What would you like to take as your next category, your next point value?
All right, musicals for 1.
Musicals for 1. It is your question. Musicals for 1 is. What did Eliza sell in My Fair Lady?
Flowers.
That is correct for 1 point and the lead. So we'll bounce back over to Tim for his questions. We're doing like to help determine what got you.
So because I'm dumb, I just need to talk this out. So if I take my 2,
Yeah.
it sends it back to him,
Yes.
and he has to take his 2, and then I would have to take my 4.
He has his 2 and he has his 4 available.
But he's gonna save the harder question
Yeah.
for later if he needs it, probably.
Yeah.
So I should take my 2, send it back to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
So music for 2.
I think music for 2 and save horror for.
Yeah, I think I've just seen more horror more recently. Let's pray for a Hellraiser 8 question. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take music for 2.
All right. We'll take Mike out. We'll go ahead and give you a question for 2 points, Spence.
All right, question. The songs Drive It Like You Stole It, Up, and To Find You can be found in what 2010s music film?
Sing Street.
That is correct for 2 points. And the lead.
And the lead. So we'll bounce back over to Scott. What would you like for your next category and what point value?
Crime for 2.
Crime for 2 it is. All right, your question in crime. Who plays Frank Serpico in Serpico?
Al Pacino.
That is correct for 2 points. So with that, we bounce back to Tim. Here's the situation. He has to hit his 4-pointer in horror to stay alive. If he hits it, it'll go back to Scott to answer his 4. Otherwise, Scott will be the winner.
I don't remember. What is his 4-point category? What does he have left?
Oscars.
Okay.
All right, Tim, your question in horror. What is the name of the demon haunting the Oswalt family in Sinister?
Fuck. I literally bought this on Blu-ray like 2 months ago, and I haven't watched it yet. I've seen it. I just haven't watched it since then. I am not going to waste everyone's time. Let's say
5, 4, 3.
Donnie.
And your winner, Scott, the Esquire Harvey. The answer we were looking for was Bagul.
Oh, yes, Magul.
Of course, Bagul.
Somebody-
Bagul. That was a really great game, Spence. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a really good back and forth. Came down to the wire, ended up coming down to 4s at least, or at least one of them. The new round 3 is working out really cool. I like it. How you feeling about this match?
in terms of just like everything, post Mayhem, new round 3, everything, this I think is the best match we've had so far, just because we've had that back and forth. It's not a blowout. It's not just like, oh, let's use the 1, 2, 3, whatever. No, we're not doing dirty sweeps. They actually fought back and forth, which is exactly what we wanted from this new format. It was really exciting to see both players. I think actually the whole game was a bit of back and forth, having the lead, losing the lead. This was a really entertaining game.
Absolutely. So we'll go ahead. We'll go to post-match review, starting with Father Tim himself. You had the lead on round 1. You did really good despite getting opponent's choice. Kept it to a 1-point game. How are you feeling?
Listen, when we got the categories, I said to myself, I looked up Kristen Stewart's IMDb, and I said, I have seen all of these movies except for 2 of them. And there's no way Koho's writing clouds of Saint whatever the fuck questions for this category. And the only other one I haven't seen is Charlie's Angels, which Scott reviewed and said was just okay. So I didn't waste my time. So I decided not to study for that category. I put time into my category, and it didn't come up, but that's fine. I think if I spun War, I might have done a little bit better, but that's okay. I had fun. This was a good time.
Fucking A.
Absolutely. Mike, you have any thoughts?
No.
No.
Buy our shit.
Okay. Well, buy their shit. They had a great time. Is there anyone you were hoping to play when you come back next?
Who else did Nick almost beat other than Scott?
I'm sure we could dust off Lucas Schildbach somewhere.
Dude.
If he almost beat Scott and almost beat Lucas, then yeah, I wanna try to almost beat Lucas.
For sure.
I don't think that'll happen, but whoever, yeah, let's just dig and find out who Nick played, and I'll play that.
For sure. I think if I call Lucas and I go, listen, we want you to come play in this new thing, he might do one if it's you. We'll see. We have to see if Lucas wants to even breathe life back into the show. We don't deserve Lord Schildbach. But we'll see you guys when you play again soon. We'll bring in our winner today, Scott. You kind of called your shot in the opening. Where you were like, hey, if the opposite happens next time, it came out with a win. You got it. You pulled out the win. It doesn't matter if it's by a point or not. You got the win. How you feeling?
Well, everyone should be wanting to play me next time, I guess, because it means I'm going to lose. But no, I'm happy to get the win. Always happy to get back on track. I think I'm like 9-9 now or something. Again, right down the middle. So
8-8. Yep, 8-8.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a close match. I was kind of worried that I had over strategized there a little bit. I should have known that glass onion question. I've seen the movie twice, and obviously it came out recently, but all I could think was the Jared Leto kombucha in my head, so couldn't get that out of my head. But Tim did a good job with Kristen Stewart. I guess I could have given him something else, probably 70s or something on opponent's choice, but it ended up working out in my favor. I had the lead, and was happy to get the win, despite I didn't really get the category I wanted. Certainly not in round 2 either, but I was able to work through it.
For sure. So with that, you will be back again this season. You're not done. We do have another match for you coming down the pipeline. Again, I'm saying this to everyone. I don't know if I know specifically if I'm allowed to talk about who you're playing next, but is there someone you're hoping to face off with here in the back half of the year?
Again, you don't get to 8-8 without having some close, painful losses. So I would like to maybe go through the roster and try and exercise some demons. So I'd love to play Adam Collins. I'd love to play Brian Michaels. I'd love to play Andrew Barr. Some of these players who I know are
Absolutely.
still playing, are very active in the league. I think all of them would be great. But also, I guess if we are talking active players, there's one right here, right now, who's interviewing me, who I lost to. There's a Mr. Robert Kastner out there.
He is also retired.
I am retired as well, but it's fine. Eventually, I'll be back someday.
Everyone retired. They were scared.
And
of
you
the
beat me.
revenge
There's
tour.
no one here you
They
can
were scared of the
Scott.
revenge tour. That's what it was.
For sure. Well, we will be seeing you in the back half of the year, and I'm excited to see you play again. So, congratulations to your win, and we'll wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for watching another edition of Movie Melee. That has been Tim. That has been Mike. That has been Scott. That has been Spence. I have been Caleb, and this has been Movie Melee. We'll see you guys real soon with another great match.
Goodbye. Later. castle.
You get a like?
Goodbye.